Hello, my name is Shantria Tram, and I'm part of the training team at Logical Outcomes. In this video, I'll be taking you through an introduction and walkthrough of GitHub. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is, of course, sign up for a GitHub account at github.com. We'll have the link for you below. It's really quick and easy. For your email address, you want to ideally use your Logical Outcomes email address, create a password, and sign up. In this case, I already have one, so I will simply sign in to show you around. A reminder, and also very important in the next step, is you need to let Sarah Gotta know that you have an account now, because then she will add you to the Logical Outcomes organization, and from there you can communicate and collaborate with the rest of us. Alright, so you have a GitHub account, you've let Sarah know. The next step would be to download an extension called ZenHub at zenhub.com. And this, I'll show you why once we get into issues and boards in GitHub itself, but it gives you this, essentially. Okay, also another note is, if you're using various browsers, Firefox, Explorer, whichever it is, you want to make sure that you have the correct ZenHub extension for that particular browser. Otherwise, you won't be able to have the boards pop up in your GitHub. Okay, let's show you around a little bit. Here, as you can tell, I am acting as myself. If I click on this, I have the option of acting as the organization, but we're going to stick to myself right now. You'll also see some advertising or some news on the page. But on the right, you'll see a list of repositories that you are part of. And a repository is like a digital directory. It's a storage space for the projects you're working on. This is how you would access them. So let's get into the training repository. So as you can see, there are a number of tabs going across the top here, and I'm going to go through most of these, but really go in depth with issues and boards. Now, GitHub was originally created for coders by coders, and this is where they communicated and problem solved together as a community. For our organization, we're using the code tab here as kind of a storage space for files, so documents and images. And if we click on the branch, there can be multiple branches. This is the master branch. This one doesn't have this one does have another branch, which is reference materials. So if you click on there, there's a whole other kind of list. Okay, issues. Now, an issue is a task, and it's written in a way that's very clear what needs to be done. So, for example, post generic tip sheets on GitHub, and it's labeled as urgent. So if I click on an issue, I'll see the title. I'll also see the reference number, which is really handy when you're dealing with a whole bunch of issues. You will see who is assigned to, any sort of comments they made, when they made it. If I would like to assign it to someone else as well, I can click on assignees and select from the list here. I can also label it as urgent or anything else that I think is relevant. Alright, and when I'm done, I simply close the issue. But I won't do that because I still need to do that. Okay, and click on issues to get back to the list. So this is a really simple, straightforward list that I believe is posted as when you created the issue. Pull requests we don't do anything with, so I'm going to skip that. Reports as well, projects as well. Wiki is where we find our wiki pages. But let's go into boards. So we're just dealing with issues. Now, we're going to look at issues in a completely different way, and this I find is a lot more intuitive. So the board is a great task and project management tool. It begins with these columns here. So we have inbox, backlog, and these can be changed as well, in progress, and so on. This is just how the training team has been working. Your repository might be a little bit different. So let's create an issue. New issue. First thing we want to do, and best practice, is to always title your issue very obviously. What does the task entail? So in this case, I'm going to put complete GitHub walkthrough. right? That is the task. It's very, very clear. I'm going to assign it to myself. Oops, I'm going to assign it to myself. And I'm also working with this on this with K, so I'm going to assign it to K as well. Now, over here, I can leave my comments. I can leave any relevant text or links. So I know that I have something here that's relevant to me about this issue. I'm going to copy it from my OneNote and plop it in here. So when you do that, it gives you this weird text, but if you go to preview, it shows you the exact same thing with the links. So really, really handy. Okay, and then I'm going to, actually let's label this as urgent, and I'm going to submit my new issue. Okay, submit issue. As soon as we do that, it will pop into the inbox here. And let's say I want to find it, but this list is just, it's too big. You can click on assignees up here and simply filter it by assignees. And complete GitHub walkthrough. There you go. So now that I know that it's urgent, whoops, I also know that it's in progress because I'm doing it right now. What I can do then is I can just grab and drag it and put it into the in progress column. Now, for your project manager, this is a really great and quick, easy way to see, how all the tasks are doing and at what stage they're at. So let's say that I'm done with this. I've completed it. I'll just choose close. Now, if you choose close by accident, no big deal. You can reopen it. Another really neat thing about issues is you can tag people in a particular comment. So if I put the @ sign, I can tag them in a comment. I can say, this is a test. Okay, and I'm going to comment so that Kay knows, oh, nothing to worry about. This is just a test for me. Great. And I'm going to comment. Oops. All right, I already did the comment. So there you go. Once it's complete, I can either drag it over here into the closed, or if I open it up and I close it, it will automatically go into the closed column. So you'll never really lose an issue. You'll always know where it stands and whether it's active or closed. All right, so that's it for your little intro of GitHub and the boards. Really great tool. I say get really familiar with it.